AP Bio TED Talk by Renelion Hernandez, Ilya Pollock, Kevin Monanato, and Gianna Hall. What is biology? I'm glad you might ask. Biology is the study of life and living organisms, covering their structures, functions, growth, evolution, and distribution. It spans various levels from molecules to ecosystems, and it includes fields like zoology, botany, and microbiology. Units from biology that we think relate to life the most. Unit 5, hereditary, Unit 7, natural selection, and Unit 8, ecology.
Unit 5, heredity. Heredity is the passing on of traits from parents to their offspring through genes contained in DNA. Some of this includes eye color, height, hair color, skin color, blood type, diseases, and allergies. How does heredity relate to life? Heredity relates to life, to your physical appearance, health, and even behavior. Your genes affect many things about you, including how you look, for example, your eye color or height, and how your body works, for example, your blood type. Examples, some people's parents have a disease allergy, they could pass it on to their offspring. The offspring could also inherit the parent's eye color, height, hair color, skin color, and blood type.
Alright. Unit 7. Unit 7 is natural selection. In Unit 7, it focuses on natural selection. Is a process of an evolution where organisms with traits better suited to their environment are most likely to survive and reproduce. Over time, these advantageous traits become more common in a population. The key points of natural selection are variation, inheritance, selection, and time. How does natural selection relate to life? I'm glad you might ask. Natural selection isn't just a chapter in biology textbook. It's the original innovation engine of life. It's nature's way of testing what works. Picture life as an endless experiment. Every generation is a new phenotype. So, the new ones best suited to survive, those ones who run faster, blend in better, or adapt quicker pass on their blueprints to their next generation, or offspring. Natural selection doesn't pick or choose. It doesn't have sides, it doesn't plan, it's blind. It's not prejudiced, it's blind and messy, beautifully efficient, but over billions of years it's sculpted everything from the wings of a hummingbird to the complex folds of our brains. Natural selection. Thanks to natural selection, we have survived longer and evolved from past generations. And we are still evolving. We're still being tested by the same silent force. We're still getting more mutations and still adapting so that we could pass those better adapts to our next generation/offspring. Natural selection is the story behind all stories of life. It's not just about survival, it's about becoming something new.
Unit 8, ecology. Unit 8 explores how organisms interact with each other and their environment. It also covers various aspects of ecology. Ecology is the study of organisms and their interactions with each other and their environment. How does ecology relate to life? Ecology relates to life by studying the interactions between living organisms and their environment. Understanding life. By studying the following interactions, ecology helps better understand life: energy flow, nutrient cycles, population dynamics, and biodiversity. People getting interviewed: Ms. Marchesano, Abigail, and Ms. Shallow.
Questions for the people we are asking to get interviewed. What are your thoughts on biology? What, in your opinion, is the most important topic? How and why is biology important to life? Our first person that we interviewed is Ms. Marchesano. Ms. Marchesano's response was very detailed and very influential. As she said, as a high school biology teacher, I see biology as one of the most essential and exciting subjects students can study. Biology helps us understand the living world and our place in it. from how our bodies functions to the ecosystems and support all life. It fosters curiosity, critical thinking, and a deeper appreciation for its complexity of life. I especially enjoy watching students make connections between what we learn in class and what they observe in their daily lives. Whether it's exploring genetics, evolution, or environmental issues, biology students the tools to ask meaningful questions and develop informal opinions about real-world challenges. My goal is to make biology engaging and accessible so every student feels to explore and appreciate the living world around them. In my opinion, and this is Ms. Marcasano's opinion, the most important topic in high school biology is evolution. It serves as a foundation for understanding all biological concepts, from genetics and ecosystems to the diversity of life. Evolution helps students make sense of living things are connected, how species adapt over time, and why biodiversity matters. It also encourages students to do critical thinking and scientific literacy, which are essential skills not just in science but in everyday decision making. By understanding evolution, students gain a framework for exploring everything from antibiotic resistance to conversions efforts, making it a central and undefined concept in biology. Biology is important to life because it is the study of life. We are life. It helps us understand how living organisms, from the thinnest bacteria to complex systems, function, interact, and evolve. Biology explains everything from how our bodies fight diseases to how ecosystems maintain their balance. As a high school teacher, I empathize that biology is not just about meaningful facts, it's about seeing the connections between ourselves and the natural world. It empowers students to make informed decisions about health, nutrition, the environment, and emerging technologies like genetic engineering. Biology gives us the tools to protect life, improve it, and appreciate its incredible and complexity. That's why it's not only a science, it's a life skill. Abby's response.
So this is Abby's response to the question. Number one, I think biology can really help people better understand the environment and other people and our differences. Number two, I think heredity is the most important topic because it shows how and why people are born different from one another and how traits are passed from parents to children. Number three, biology is important to life because in many career fields, people use biology to better understand what they're dealing with. When it comes to the environment or a being, it can help them help others, and that's really important.
This is Ms. Chow's response. She's an anatomy and physiology teacher. Biology is such a fascinating and essential science because it helps us really understand life itself. From the tiniest cell to intricate complexity of environments. As a biology teacher, I love how it connects so directly to students every day. Like everyday lives, their bodies, the environment around them, the food they eat, and even big global disasters like climate change and diseases. It's constantly evolving field that teaches students not just facts, but how to ask questions, think critically, and explore the natural world with curiosity.
While every topic in biology has its value, I'll say cell biology is the foundation. Understanding how cells work, how they grow, divide, and communicate. Gives students the basic knowledge needed to get a grasp on more complex systems like genetics, human physiology, and disease. It lays the groundwork for many other topics in the curriculum without a solid understanding of cells. It's hard to appreciate how organisms function or how life itself evolves fully. Biology is the study of life, so it helps understanding how living things work and how they live together. In the world, it shows us how life changes and survives over time. Biology is also important because it helps us solve real problems, like finding cures for diseases, taking care of the environment, growing better food, and learning how people affect the earth. It also helps students make smart choices about their health, safety, and the world around them.
This is our group reflection.
My reflection, everyone in the group did an equal amount of work. We each took a topic, explained what it is, the importance of it, and how it could relate to life. Each of us took about 2 to 3 slides to explain the topic. All in all, everyone did an equal amount of work for the project.
This is my reflection. In our project, we all equally did the same amount. I of us agree with Ilya. We all collaborated and talked to each other. Using our ideas to help each other, we inspired each other and communicated. Used our own critical thinking to help each other too. We all took and did about 3 topics, which varied between 2 and 3 slides each. We focused on our topics and went to depth explaining our topics and how it related to life.
This is my reflection. In this project, it was really fun to work on and to work with all of my group members. I feel like we all did our part that we needed to get this project done. Overall, these topics were good, and the way that we worked together was a fun experience, and if I had to do it again, I would.
And that's the end of our project. Alright, and for our project, 3 big booms. Boom.
Boom.